Hello, and welcome to part 1 of our sales training series intended to help you enhance your skills on building recurring income. So please, get comfortable, maybe take some notes, and let's get started. To gain a steady stream of recurring income, you must first develop loyalty from your customers. Famous author Joyce Maynard once said, "A person who deserves my loyalty receives it." Both InkMart and you must deserve the loyalty of our customers in order to receive it. Today, the only thing that matters is customer loyalty. Let's say that again. The only thing that matters is customer loyalty. Loyalty is a feeling. It is emotional. And that is what is going to make you money in the long term. So the vital question is this: how loyal will your customers be to you and to InkMart? Today, most independent dealers have acceptable customer service, but it's not nearly enough just to have acceptable service. Unfortunately, most of us do not ask enough questions to determine what the customer's idea of customer service really is. In your customer's definition, do they mean next-day delivery, competitive prices, ease of ordering, or a large product inventory? Maybe it's all of these. You have to ask enough questions to be able to determine exactly what the customer has in mind. They might indicate that they want quick delivery, but unless we ask specifically what quick means, next day, 2 days, next week, we are left guessing. Understanding your client's expectations is important in gaining their loyalty. If the quality of products and services are pretty much the same and the pricing is competitive, how do you get your customers to differentiate InkMart from all the rest? Look at the ads and the company reviews you read. You'll see some touting great customer service, or outstanding customer service, exceptional customer service. Here's one, world-famous customer service. It sounds great, but mostly it's a bunch of glowing words without a lot of emotional substance attached. Loyalty is what makes customers keep ordering for years to come. Their loyalty depends directly upon their perceived value of the products and services InkMart provides, with you at the forefront. How valuable is what you offer them? How much can they count upon you to serve their needs in the manner they require? That's so important. The more valuable you become to them, the more loyal they will become to you. It's all about loyalty. Whatever it takes, you need to focus on building loyal customers who will feel that InkMart, and especially you, are a part of their team, working with them to attain the results they desire. Ask yourself this: how loyal are you to the following companies with whom you do business personally? How about gasoline stations or fast food restaurants? Maybe electronics stores, coffee shops, clothing stores, your hairdresser or grocery store? How about your local pharmacist, home handyman, and what about the airlines? Think about it for a second. How loyal are you to these categories? I'll bet that you have little loyalty to gas stations or airlines. Your loyalty to a particular grocery store is often based on price, but the real loyalty to a grocery store is based more on how well your neighborhood store is run, how complete their inventory is, and the quality of their meats and produce rather than the grocery chain itself. You probably have much more loyalty to your hairdresser. Why is this? What's the difference? Let's take a look at the most important qualities that build loyalty. We'll come back and review all these in a moment. But trust, dependability, likability, integrity, positive attitude, flexibility, assertiveness, and really listening, these are the keys to loyalty. Okay, let's go back and talk about trust. Customers want to trust that you will be honest in your suggestions and attuned to their best interests. Trust is their number one need. Remember, nothing else matters to a customer if they cannot trust you or InkMart. Trust takes time to develop and can quickly be destroyed if we forget just how important customers are to our success. Always remember, nothing else matters. Not price, not service, not quality. Nothing matters without trust. Dependability. Customers can count on you to follow through on your promises, provide quality products, and be available when they need you. Just like trust, we need to deliver dependable service in all aspects of our business. Every InkMart team member must be trained to subconsciously deliver outstanding service if we intend to build loyalty. Likability. Customers want a friendly person to talk with who actually cares about them. They want to look forward with pleasure to their interactions with you, and yes, many times this will include both a business and a personal relationship. Loyalty often requires us to treat them as if they were our best friend. We need to listen to them when they want to express their feelings, which in turn will build likability and help to develop that loyal relationship. Integrity. They want to know you are an honest, ethical person and will never take advantage of them. You won't oversell or overpromise. Positive attitude. A customer's perceptions of the positivity in your voice, as well as your nonverbal expressions when you are meeting with them, are important. Even when you are on the phone with someone, you can always tell when they are smiling. Positive attitudes breed positive attitudes. It's just that simple. Your challenge is putting aside any personal negative feelings and expressing only positive ones to your customer. Flexibility. Be available on their time, not yours. Find out when they wish to do business, not when you want to. Early morning, midday, late afternoon, whenever it is, we must be there for them. And yes, that also means being a little flexible on some pricing and maybe delivery times too. Get orders to them when they must have them and not when it's convenient for you. Assertiveness. Customers want you to speak up and take charge. Don't be afraid to do business with them. Suggest additional products or ask them questions. And please, please remember that if you don't know the answer, tell them you don't, but you will find the answer and let them know. No one likes dealing with a wishy-washy, unconfident person. Express your suggestions confidently. Listening. We need to listen actively to our customers' words and their needs. Active listening means that you tune out all distractions and focus completely on what they are trying to convey to you. If they are having trouble, learn how to ask the questions that will make it clear for both of you. A good listener will almost always outperform those who are poor listeners. Your customer's self-esteem will increase exponentially if you take these golden moments to really listen to them. By actively applying these loyalty-building behaviors when interacting with your customers, you make them more inclined to stick with you, even over price objections, because you have taken the time to build a connection. Now, let's take a look at what angers customers. What do they dislike most and what makes them disloyal? Number one is apathy. Then, being unappreciative and overcommitment. Delayed responses, poor quality, and poor product knowledge are other known customer complaints. And let's add one more, rigid or inflexible policies. These are all some of the characteristics that make customers disloyal. Let's take a look at apathy. Apathy is simply an I don't care attitude expressed to your customer through the tone of your voice or nonverbal cues. We've all experienced indifference at times in dealing with utility companies, credit card companies, or government offices, for example. How do you feel when you are speaking with people who come across as not caring about you or your problem? In our business, we must constantly show customers that we care about them. Remember, one negative interaction with our customers requires at least 6 positive interactions to regain that lost trust. It sure is easier and a lot less expensive to not make those mistakes in the first place. Being unappreciative. You just come across as someone who will put in the order, but you don't really even derive any pleasure or appreciation that the customer has decided to place one. You know, it is absolutely amazing how many people are in customer service these days who are basically angry or depressed people. Just as hearing a smile over the phone line comes across, anger and depression will also be conveyed to the customer in short order. Remember, trying to find a good quality and reliable ink and toner vendor and or the actual ordering of ink and toner is not the most glamorous job in anyone's office, so it is up to us to make it a pleasant experience for them. Overcommitment. We've all done this, the art of promising everything and delivering far less. It is better to take the time to check and see if promises can actually be fulfilled or if options need to be explored. This also pertains to our earlier discussion of trust. Here's a good one, delayed response. It's easier to keep a customer than to get a new customer. Taking too long to get back to the customer with an answer or a solution to a problem is just bad business. Taking care of your customers' requests or concerns should be your number one priority before other tasks. Poor quality. There's an old saying that goes like this: we have competitive prices, we have great quality, and we have phenomenal service. Which two would you like? Well, that no longer applies today. We must find a way to give all three. It can be done, and it is being done by the most successful companies today. It takes total commitment from every person who participates in the customer order process, from order to delivery to follow-up service at all times. Poor product knowledge. Poor training or no training leads to this nonsense. Customer service people taking too long to solve a problem or even recommending inappropriate products. InkMart already offers you free training and materials to help you become more effective. Additionally, there are many great books and training courses geared specifically for enhancing sales techniques, overcoming objections, and closing the sale, which may be very beneficial to you. Unfortunately, too many people look at training as an expense rather than an investment, and nothing could be further from the truth. So we advise you to be proactive in your training and make a commitment to learning sales techniques. Avail yourself of these resources. Then experiment with what you learn and find out what works best for you and your customers. Now the last item on this list, rigid or inflexible policies. When it becomes necessary to make a customer happy, we should try to be as flexible as possible. Consider suspending our policies and do what the customer needs. Please remember this. Policies should be guidelines that we follow, but never to the detriment of our most valued customers. Remember, customers want flexibility. The word policy comes across as a very negative, scary word, and its usage should be avoided at all costs. In effect, we want to develop loyal customers. Loyalty is not dead. Customers all across the country are begging for responsible vendors they can trust. We can put an end to their search by developing relationships that lead to that trust factor, and a happy customer is a loyal customer. There's another famous quote by American humorist Robert Benchley regarding loyalty. A boy can learn a lot from a dog. Obedience, loyalty, and the importance of turning around 3 times before lying down. What does that mean to you? First, be obedient to the philosophy that you must earn your customers' loyalty. Second, be loyal to your customers. And third, equate turning around 3 times with exerting your best efforts to take good care of your customers every day before you lay your head down at night. Then you will be successful and you can rest easy. So there you have it. We end our first in a 4-part series on developing loyal customers. Now your task is to take some of the suggestions discussed and apply them to your lives, both business and personal. Why not start immediately? What idea or principle are you going to focus on starting right now? Try this. Write it down and post it somewhere you will see it often. I guarantee your positive attitude will become infectious. Do it now. Until next time, please remember, loyal customers place orders, and then they reorder and reorder, meaning recurring income for you.